What's a story from deployment that still feels unreal even today? Iraq, middle of summer. Heat so intense you could feel your boots softening on the pavement. Our patrol was clearing a village we'd been through dozens of times. Routine stuff, wave at the locals, check a few buildings, move on. Nothing ever happened in this village. The elders liked us because we'd helped rebuild their school. I was walking point with my buddy Nolan, good kid from Tennessee, always humming country songs under his breath during patrols. We're passing this bombed-out building we'd cleared 100 times when Nolan stops cold. Just freezes mid-step like someone hit pause. You hear that? He whispered. I listened. Nothing. Just wind and distant goats. Nolan, there's nothing. Let's keep moving. But he wouldn't budge. Started walking toward the building with his weapon raised. I followed because that's what you do. Inside was rubble and shadows, same as always. But Nolan kept moving deeper, stepping over broken concrete like he was following something. Then I heard it too. Faint crying, coming from underneath a collapsed wall. We started digging with our hands, screaming for the rest of the squad. Found a hole barely big enough for a dog to crawl through. Inside was a little girl, maybe 4 years old, covered in dust, dehydrated, barely conscious. She'd been trapped for God knows how long. Her mother was beside her, dead. Had been for days based on the smell. The woman had curled her body around the child, protecting her from the collapse. We called for medevac, got the girl out, gave her water, kept her stable. She grabbed my hand and wouldn't let go, just stared at me with these huge brown eyes. Medics arrived, took her away. We finished our patrol in silence. Nobody knew what to say. Here's the part that still messes with me. That building had been cleared 6 times in the past week. 6 different patrols walked right past it, never heard anything. The village elder found us later that evening, asked how we knew where to look, said the family had been missing for 5 days. Everyone assumed they'd fled to relatives. Nolan just shrugged, heard her crying. But that didn't make sense. We were 50 feet away when Nolan stopped, behind concrete walls. There's no way he heard a weak, dying child from that distance. I asked him about it that night, pushed him for a real answer. He got quiet for a long time, then said, my little sister died when I was 12. House fire. I was outside when it started. Could hear her screaming but couldn't get to her. He looked at me with tears in his eyes. I heard that same sound today. Exact same. That's why I stopped. I didn't know what to say. Still don't. We tracked down what happened to the girl a few months later. Local hospital had stabilized her. An aunt from another village took her in. Before we rotated home, Nolan asked our translator to help him write a letter. Sent it with some money to the aunt. Got a response 3 weeks later. Single photograph. The little girl holding a stuffed animal Nolan had sent, almost smiling. Nolan kept that photo in his helmet for the rest of deployment. Looked at it before every patrol like a good luck charm. 8 years later, I'm at a memorial service for Nolan. Car accident back home. Drunk driver crossed the center line. His mom handed me a box of his things, said he'd wanted me to have them. Inside was that photograph, faded and worn. On the back, Nolan had written something I'd never seen before. She lived because Sarah helped me hear her. Sarah was his sister's name, the one who died in the fire. I don't believe in ghosts. Don't believe in supernatural stuff. I'm a practical guy who trusts what he can see and touch. But I was there. I watched Nolan hear something impossible. Watched him walk straight to a dying child nobody knew was there. 6 patrols missed her. Nolan found her in 30 seconds. Last month I got a Facebook message. Broken English, but clear enough. The little girl from Iraq. She's 16 now. Somehow tracked me down through veteran groups. She wanted to thank the soldier who saved her. I told her about Nolan, about the photo, about how he'd passed. Her response was 3 words that still keep me up at night. I remember him. He wasn't alone when he found me. A woman was standing behind him. She pointed right at me. I never told her about Sarah.